This is the New Zealand town of Tauranga. It's the 5th largest town in New Zealand. Have a good day, Jamie.
This is a pretty cool incursion. Why? Because the glass is really seeable. You can see our kiwi birds, and we're gonna see all 3 of them because they're not on these bottom screens. The only thing that I want you to know, please adjust your eyes to the inside environments inside. They are nocturnal, monogamous, and very territorial. We keep them in separate enclosures. If we let them in prematurely, they'll start killing each other. Lifespan of a kiwi bird is from time they hatch to 50 years of age.
Wow.
Yeah, but due to the introductions of the predators, unfortunately that number decreases by a half. From maybe 14 to 16 years, and then finally they pass away. Mikaere. Mikaere is the male that's inside here. He's about 7 years old. Second one, can we all say Kora? Kora is a female, she's 8 years old. Last but not least, Manawa. Manawa is about 11 months old. Okay, so we're all going to see them, but unfortunately at their whānau. This is the only place we do not allow videos and photos of our kiwi birds inside the actual enclosure. We protect them like they are babies, so please respect it. For our women, rub it on your skin, wash it off, 10 years younger. For me, I'm about 140 years old.
Parking garage into Disneyland.
What a good tour.
Well, you smell a lot of sulfur in the air.
Okay, whatever you say. We say cheese.
Cheese.
You got it. It's really nice the way the seats are laid out, and they're raised up in the back as it slopes up. Nice big roundabout. They're practicing a rescue or whitewater rafting right here. Oh, they're whitewater rafting.
Great island for growing avocado, but also a really good fishing ground around there. So this is little beach cottages just like that. And over the years, things have dramatically changed. Property prices along this foreshore would be one of the most expensive in New Zealand. Surf club just on the right hand side over there. This is one of the few ports where people get really nice views of the ships coming and going. Hopefully one day we might see you back in New Zealand again. So thanks for coming with us, and I hope that you've really enjoyed your day.
War Memorial Museum. Hop off here to explore. There's something for everyone.
(520 BC). Simulation.
We're going to go to our camera at Sky City now. Just a few moments ago, this cloud of steam has risen out of the water between Mission Bay and North Head. Look them up.
Okay, get ready. Here it comes. Mount Eden volcano. We took a hop-on, hop-off bus to the National History Museum in Auckland here. And then we went from the red bus to the blue bus, and now we're up here at Mount Eden. And we had to climb this hill to get on top here and hopefully get back down within a half an hour so we can catch the bus back down to continue our ride so we don't miss our ship. Cindy's getting a little bit nervous. That's why she's way ahead of me down there in the white hat. Okay, went up the overlook and now we're racing to get back to Cindy. There she is. Perfect timing. Sure. Doesn't matter.
Auckland Zoo and its partners are working hard to build a brighter future for wildlife and wild places. The zoo plays a vital role in breeding, research and recovery programs for threatened wildlife. A portion of every ticket purchased goes towards the Auckland Zoo Conservation Fund to support local and international conservation projects. Aucklanders love tramping around the beaches in the native bush, But don't get the wrong impression. This is a city of over 1.6 million. My dad used to say that true Aucklanders are born with sand between their toes. Beaches are part of our lifestyle. Aucklanders seize every chance to go swimming, surfing, paddleboarding and sunbathing. We love living in our togs and jandals. That's New Zealand slang. Togs means a bathing suit, and jandals are footwear you call thongs or flip-flops.
Got some happy ducks down there. All those little sailboat regatta way out in the distance there beyond that red. That's pretty cool. That's the other volcano that we were at. Up on top of that green knoll right up there.
Okay, now this place here, this down here on the right hand side, we have the White Mariah. Now this is where Captain Cook arrived in the late 1700s. So a lot of wars went on this side of the water and the other side, between the Maoris and the British. The down here on the right hand side of it, so we have these carvings on a pole which are called popos. And where those popos are standing, there was a lot of meetings going on there between the Maoris and the British. They came to agreement on the 6th of February 1840 to sign the Treaty of Waitangi with the British to govern New Zealand. When they came to that agreement, they crossed that river back there, the bridge we just came across. There was no bridge there then. They crossed the river, went up to the treaty grounds where the Governor General lived, signed the Treaty of Waitangi for the British to govern New Zealand. We celebrate that here on the 6th of February every year. And last year, I think we had about, over the week, we had about 80,000 people attend the celebration. Yeah, she's quite a busy town here in the summertime, especially when we get a couple of cruise ships in one day. You might have a cruise ship with 3,000 people or another one with 4,000 people. You get about 7,000 people off a cruise ship in town here. Plus in January when the school holidays are on, you probably got around about 15,000 people. In our little township, when you see it, it's only small, but it's quite chock-a-block. This is our little main area coming up here now. It's a lot of people get married there and have their photos taken on the beach. There was a third church. There was two churches there before that, which was wooden ones, and they both got burnt down. So they built a brick one in the end, so they couldn't burn it down. So that's the size of our little town pie here. Little town Kawakawa. That popo there on the right hand side of it is one of the Kawidis. He was one of the chiefs during the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi back in 1860. We haven't got much to spare on this bridge. We've had the odd bus driver that's dropped the wheel over the side. Wasn't me, though. When we get in here, that probably you guys will jump in the bus and give you a rundown on the caves. You can leave all your bags and that in the bus. I'll be in the bus. I'll be quite safe in the bus.
Now, back in 1950, our great-grandfather from Taiwan, he opened this place. As I mentioned, it's historical and it is cultural.
If you look over there on the right-hand side, you'll see a lot of pine trees over there. Now, that's our New Zealand radiata pine. There's a lot of that grown in the north now. That's why we haven't got a big sheep population. A lot of those hills have been taken over with pine trees. And when they plant those trees until they mill them, it's around about 20 years to 25 years. And when they mill them, it's all carted down to Marsden Point and all loaded on boats and exported overseas. India takes about 75% of our pine, and China takes about 25%. Which is another thing, the pine trees do a lot of damage to our waterways here in New Zealand. The pine needles get into the water and it poisons the water. A lot of our streams now are little streams and little rivers. Used to have a lot of eel life, now we haven't got eels in them, mainly because all the water's been poisoned by pine trees, pine needles. It's the reason that it's citrus fruit, kiwi fruit is such a good climate up here. It's quite high up. They don't get a lot of frost here, like some of the other places we've been today, like Kawakawa. We get frost there, sometimes -2, -3, which is cold to us, but I mean, for some of you people overseas, it's not. But here in Kirikiri, they don't get, very seldom they ever get a frost up here. They get a lot of wind, that's why they got all these windbreaks along here. All the orange trees or kiwi fruit.
Now I know why the hedges are here.
And they would have had a step away.
Oh, of course, something.
Hey, the birds are cool.
Yeah.
Doing in harm, they're just pitching a ride basically. They are not parasitic, they're epiphytes. And that also goes with the high. You're very quick run by the conversation of where we're at. Now, you may not know.
It's almost like a rainforest. You know, how much rain did they say? How many meters? Yeah. Okay.
That's a coming in?
No, it's in the middle of.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll just tell you a little bit about the kauri tree. It is the highlight of this walk. And you should see all around you. Now, the kauri tree is an important tree on a world scale for its size and its longevity. They can live 2,000 to 3,000 years old. The oldest one in New Zealand is just over 1,500, which is Tāne Mahuta on the west coast. And the oldest one you're going to see along here is the big one there as you walk round, and that's getting up to 1,500. This is another interesting thing about the kauri. Because they live so long, they don't want to be encumbered by the mosses, the lichens, and the big vines. So they self-clean. So about every 100 years, all the bark will drop off, as will the sort of hangers on, and they clean.
Huh.
They don't want to be encumbered by all this stuff for the 1,000+ years they're going to live. So that's quite an interesting adaptation. I don't know, how did they work that out, you know? And us ladies, wouldn't we like a self-cleaning process every 5 years, well, every 6 months for me. And the thing that really gets me about this is, and does my head in every time I sit and stand and look at this stuff, just think, if it's 800 years old, it could have been a baby, a sapling, or even could have even been 100 years old when the first Maori arrived here. So this tree has been here on this spot before any humans came to New Zealand. And if we don't do anything stupid, it'll stay another 1,000 years. And I think that's, you know, quite special.
He's crawling up it.
Oh yeah, these guys.
Yeah. Look. There's a baby man. And this is a little man. Starting to vine. Those vines that she's talking about have these little leaves on them.
Oh yeah.
Until they don't, because look right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like these vines coming up here.
Those all, when they were little, would have had this little things on
them. Sometimes we have had up to 3 cruise ships in a day. But we only usually have 2 big ones and a smaller one we can't handle. 3 big ones. golf course there, Waitangi Golf Course.